Howdy, Bucko here. Figure I'd do another video review on one of my homemade replicas that I made years ago. The M1 Carbine. I've had a couple messages from people, friends online, people that's watched my video and become a friend, and appreciate all the views and watches. You know, if you can, tell your friends. I love making these videos. It's a lot of fun, and I love shooting. I love guns. I love World War II guns, history. You know, and share with me anything that y'all make. I'd love to see it. And any shooting videos y'all want to send me, let me see that too. I love it all. But I've had a few messages and requests, people requesting to see some more of my homemade replicas. And you know, remember, these were made years ago when I was coming up and used to play war. I made them down in my dad's woodworking shop. But yeah, I've had a few messages wanting to see some more, and you got it. This here's a replica of M1 Carbine, and here they are, M1 Carbine. I made plenty more of these replicas, although I gave a few of them out, gave a few of them away to kids that wanted them. Thought I'd get more playing out of them that way. This one here, this is one of the first ones I made. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, still, it's been beat up. This here was one of the most used guns we used to play with. We used to play war. My cousin used this gun extensively. It's got an aluminum piece here to simulate the bolt charging handle. And these marks here are painted on black, and the barrel is made out of aluminum conduit that I spray painted. Of course, as you see, with all the wear, tear, beat up, and how many times this barrel has been banged against trees and stuff, the paint didn't stay on at all. But got a lot of fun out of it though. I think it's held up pretty well. I even put on the, I don't know if you can see that there. See if it'll focus. Well, I don't reckon it will, but I even wood burned on all my guns. I wood burned Fort Grant Armory, last name being Grant. Here's another one that I made about the time we stopped playing war. I made plenty of these things here. In fact, I put serial numbers on almost all of them. This one here I didn't. But it has a removable magazine. See, it comes off just like that. You just pop it back on. Sticks. Like I said, these were really popular. We used them a lot. My cousin loved them, and I've sold two or three of them. This one here, I think I was eventually going to sell it because I'd put an orange tip on the end of it. You see there, spray painted that orange tip on. I think I was going to sell it. Trigger covers made out of aluminum. Trigger and everything. It's non-functional. Gotta use your imagination. But on this one here's made of hickory. This is very hard wood, and if there's any woodworkers out there watching this video, you know how hard hickory is. It's quite a problem trying to get this cut out, sanded, all the burn marks, trying to get them sanded out. And it didn't stain dark as I wanted to, but you know what? It still looks really good. Barrel on this one, it's not conduit like the other one. This one here's got a wooden dowel. I decided that was a little bit better. Paint would stick to that a lot better. Plus, it looks pretty good. It's got an oak dowel as the barrel. Two pieces. Here I made two piece, just like the original. But like I said, we love these things. They're real small, real fun to play with. You could bring them in the house and not knock anything over with them. That one there's made of hickory. This one here, like I said, this is one of the first guns I made. This one here is made out of poplar. Kind of a soft wood, not too soft though. I like it. Stains real dark. It's got the aluminum trigger cover as well. Of course, it's gotten beat and banged up, and paint has came off of that. The magazine on this thing here is removable too. But no. But you know, look, M1 Carbine, I'll give you a little bit of history on it. Oh, oops. Oh man. M1 Carbine was adopted in the U.S. Army, I believe, and I'm not for sure. I believe 1941 or 1942. They needed a gun that was smaller than the M1 rifle for officers and you know, and tank crewmen and you know, the drivers of the deuce and a halves or the supply trucks. They needed a rifle that wasn't as big as an M1, because an M1, I mean, I own one. They're really, really big. I mean, I love my M1, but they're really big. They're really bulky, and in the confines of something, I mean, not to mention they're really, really heavy. In the confines of something, it'd be really, really aggravating. So they needed a gun that was smaller than the standard M1 rifle, and so they came out with the M1 Carbine. Despite, you know, they look like similar. They're, from what I've heard, I don't own a Carbine, but I've heard they're not really similar at all when you look at the internals. But who cares? These are just replicas anyway. But it's, you know, it shoots the real one shoots a .30 caliber carbine cartridge, which is a lot like a pistol cartridge, a little bit. But like I said, we really love playing with these things. They're just so small. They're fun to play around with. I've sold a few of them. Years ago. Gave some away. I believe I probably made over 10 or 15 of these things. I don't know. This one here was in fact, I said this one here's one of the first ones I made, and it's the third one I made. I have it serial numbered on there. Can't focus though with this camera. But that's it though. That's it. Appreciate y'all watching my video. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos or anything in particular, just let me know. Send me an email or put a comment on a video. I'll be sure to do it. I appreciate everyone that watches my video and likes it and subscribes and brings more people to my channel, because I love it. I love making videos. I love showing people what my shooting and what I have and replicas and stuff of what I made in the past. These replicas I made was when I was a kid coming up. I wasn't able to get any real working rifles or anything, so it was, I mean, pretty much these were to hold me until I was able to get real guns when I was old enough. But anyway, though, I appreciate you watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and have a good week, and God bless.